Hi. So today I'm going to show you like some things that you can do to strengthen your fingers if you're ever in like a car or on like a trip or you don't have a piano that you can practice on. So first things first, always stretch, always increase distance between your fingers so that they can be cool and reach far. And then do these because it's good for you. Like don't overdo it, but just, this is not what I recommend, but it does help you get some distance. Okay, so the way the hand works is it's when you lift up. Lifting up is usually the hardest part. It's controlled by the extensor carpi muscles, which are located right here. But what happens when you use your fingers is you only flex part of it. So what you have to do first is you have to separate them, which if you play piano, playing the hand and drills really helps this. But since we don't have a piano or don't have access to one, what we can do is just simply, we have to practice separating them. One good thing you can do is just this, like just practice using them, using only one finger at a time. Now if you're like me and you have a really weak finger, especially the ring finger on the left hand, that's notorious for being weak if you don't drills. There are a few things you can do. It's very similar to like weightlifting, if anyone weightlifts. Well, it's not really weightlifting, but like you get a string or something and you like attach, you attach something to your ring finger, and you start with the hand like this, with the ring finger in the extended position, and you lift using only the ring finger. Like using only the ring finger, you try to get it to move. This finger moves sometimes. If you don't have weights, this is what I usually do. There are two types of exercises you can do. One of them is isometric exercise, which is like you basically push against something and it doesn't move and it becomes really hard. So like if I did this and it pushed as hard as I can, that works my chest. That's an isometric exercise. The second type is dynamic tension, which is where there are two ways to do it. You can either resist against yourself but slowly move, or you could just resist, like I'm pulling back as I launch forward. So these are the two things that you can do, technically three. The most important, like say I want to work this finger, the ring finger on my left hand because it's weak, the extensor is probably a lot more important than the flexor, because this is a pretty strong movement, because people do this a lot, but people don't really emphasize the strength. But what I notice when I play piano, especially when I play a lot of hand and drills, is this is always much more sore than this. So I recommend you work the extensors. So to do this, here are a few. What you do is you take two fingers, you put it on top, bend, because we have to get this as similar to the actual move as we can. Bend, separate this finger from the rest, and using only your ring finger, try to lift up against it. You can see that my hands are shaking. That's normal. That tends to happen. You can also work the flexor by bending and just pushing against your thumb. You're not going to be able to move your thumb, I guarantee you. And then dynamic tension, there's where you do that, but you move with it. So I'm flexing, but I let myself move with it. And same with the other way. And then there's the final method where you just straight up do this while resisting yourself. Like, so I'm gonna tense my ring finger. I'm gonna try to only tense my ring finger. Of course, you're gonna tense other things, but try not to. I'm gonna tense my ring finger and I'm gonna move it while resisting with the opposite muscle as much as I can. And then I'm gonna do the same thing on the way back. And then you can just do this if you're bored. You'll wake up with sore forearms, I guarantee you. If you do enough of it. Like, just don't overdo it, but like say you're in a like a plane ride or something, and you want to practice piano but you don't have one, that's something great to do. Bye.